guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another coffee talk, and today I'm going to be talking about how to stay motivated. Now, like I've said before, I do these videos based on what I'm feeling at the moment or what I'm going through, and I feel like I've been challenging myself to stay motivated these past couple of days. So I want to share my tips and tricks on how to stay motivated in hopes to help you do the same. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get started. The first step I think that you have to take in order to stay motivated is spend more time doing what you love. And I say that because we get stuck in this routine every day: work, go to school, or come home, cook, shower, sleep, wake up the next morning, pay bills, do it all over again. And we can sometimes get caught up and forget what our purpose in life is, forget what the purpose of doing all these things that we don't want to do. What is the purpose? So taking a break to do things that you love, like it could be anything, a hobby, it could be blogging, it could be playing a sport, it could be dancing, it could be working out, anything, literally anything. Because it gives your brain and your body a break. It keeps you happy because you get that break, and it's like you remember, it's like a reminder of what life is really all about, and it's not just about work. And another reason is that when you make time for the things that you love, you never know if that hobby, that talent of yours, it's what's gonna get you somewhere in life, and it might end up being your future career. So yes, you might be going to a job every day that you don't want to go to. You might be doing the things during the day that you don't really want to do. Yesterday, I spent the whole day not doing anything. I did not think about, of course I thought about YouTube, but I didn't do anything when it came to my YouTube. I didn't work on my blog. I didn't plan anything out. I wasn't thinking about any of that at all. And I started getting a little bit, not depressed, that's a little bit exaggerated, but just a little, I just fell into this funk. And it was all because I did not spend time I didn't make time for my hobby and what I love doing. In just one day, I got like that, and I just fell into this funk. So that's what I mean by you leave the door open for negativity. When you're not spending more time doing what you love, and you might start to become a negative person because you're just stuck in this routine. You make time for those things that really genuinely make you happy and keep you positive. Give yourself a break. Those things are going to help motivate you get through each and every day, get through that job that you don't want to go to, and get through life. So we also have to remember that life is not all about work. So keep your hobby alive, keep your talent alive, and make time for it. It really will help motivate you get through life in general, and it just reminds you of why you're doing what you're doing in the first place. A second thing that I would say that helps motivate you immensely is listening and watching people who inspire you, who can motivate you. And it's not about watching somebody else's life and saying, I want their life, and comparing yourself to them. It's not doing that. It's just simply being inspired by somebody who is already where you want to be in the future, or maybe is living a similar life to the life that you want for your future, or maybe just doing the things that you want to do. Maybe they have the same hobbies that you do, and they're already working towards a goal in life, and just watching them do it helps motivate you. Because sometimes when we get caught up in the routine, again, like I said, we get caught up in the routine and we have all these dreams and goals, but we can't forget that it might be possible. I listen to a lot of motivational speakers. They're motivating. I listen to a lot of motivational speakers. I watch a lot of people that I can relate to, and I watch people who are already successful and learn from them. You should never look at successful people and envy them. You should be looking at successful people and asking, and just trying to find out how did they get there, and that you can do the same. Don't ever think that you are not capable of doing what others do. Everyone has a place on this earth. We're human beings on this earth. We're literally capable of anything. So just, like I said, watching and listening to others, just finding little things that motivate you and inspire you to keep going will really remind you that it is possible and you can make it as well. Number 3, this kind of falls into the last one, but this is a little bit more specific. Constantly think about your future. Constantly thinking about your future is okay. Don't let anybody tell you that thinking too much about the future, worrying too much about the future, it's not in your hands, so don't do it. Just think about the present. In a sense, that's true, but a lot of it is in your hands. You do have a lot to do with what happens in your future. And so as long as you're appreciating the process and the present and what you have now, it's okay to think about the future. It's okay to daydream. It's okay to picture what kind of house do you want, how big, what color, how many kids do you want, who do you want to marry, what do you want to be, what countries do you want to go to, how do you want to travel. Those things are perfectly fine. You can think about your future. That's okay. And the reason that that's okay is because it's going to help motivate you, and it's kind of like a self-reminder of why you're doing what you're doing right now in the first place. Because again, we're living with a purpose. I wake up every day and think about my future because it's just kind of motivating, and it's kind of like exciting to think about it. So it helps me get through the day way easier, and it keeps me motivated to do the things that I don't want to do, but I know that I'm meant to do this right now, and I have to go through this in order to get where I want to be. So think about your future constantly. That's perfectly okay. And then the last thing I would say is that, of course, along with thinking about your future, you also have to make a plan and have a plan. Having a plan, whether it's written on paper or in your head, having a plan is going to help you, kind of have that clear view of what you need to do in order to get you to your goal. And so what I do is that I either write it down, or I just wake up every day and say to myself, what is the next step that I can take in order to get me closer to where I want to be? What can I do today to help improve myself in any way? If there's something that you want to work on, whether it has to do with your personality, yourself, or maybe something physical, something technical, what is it that you can do to get you closer to your goal? And so having a plan is going to be a little bit more realistic, and it's going to help you give you that boost to actually work for it, because not everything is going to be handed to you. You also have to work for it. You can, like I said, you can put it into the universe and it can come back, and you can think very positive because that's how you're going to receive the positivity. But it's not going to just be handed to you. Everything that you want is not just going to be handed to you. You have to work for it. So having a plan would be the last thing. Once you've already established what is your goal, once you already kind of know what motivates you, what doesn't motivate you, and you've already worked on that, now what is your plan? When you're already in it mentally and emotionally, you are ready. What can you do actually hands-on to get you there? I do all of the things that I mentioned in this video. They have really helped me when I fall into that funk, because everybody does. That's perfectly normal. When you fall into that funk and you're just like, I do these things to help motivate me, and I just kind of boost my positivity that way. And I don't let myself get into that slump. Something that I do, and then also figure out the things that don't motivate you and don't help you gain that positivity. One thing that I stopped doing is I say to myself, okay, I'm gonna go home at night is where I'm kind of motivated, and when I have all these ideas coming to me, but I get home and I would turn Netflix on and then watch shows. So now I've kind of like controlled myself a little bit, and now I don't turn it on, or maybe I just limit the TV to like 3 times a week, or just like a couple of minutes. But most of the time I just come home and I just get on my computer, pull out my notebook, start putting out the ideas that I want to do, working on my blog or on my YouTube channel, on just focusing, like planning my wedding, doing all the things that help motivate me and the things that are actually going to help me work towards my future. I make time for those things. And so instead I do that, and then I put some music on, and I get so wrapped in it that I realize that I don't have to watch Netflix. Like, I don't even miss watching the shows. Obviously this is not for everybody. This is just what I did to help me, just to help motivate me a little bit better. So whatever you think that you should take away or just limit yourself on, do that. The things that you get caught up in, and you get so caught up in it that you procrastinate, or maybe the things that just get you lazy, get rid of those things, or kind of just tweak them a little bit in order to stay motivated and have time to do the things that you love, and to have the time to do the things that are going to help you get to your future goal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And speaking about being motivated, what motivates me is getting feedback from you guys and suggestions and ideas. So give me some suggestions on what coffee talks do you want me to do, or just coffee talk topics, or any other videos or ideas that you would like me to do for you, because that really motivates me when I get feedback or just nice comments. And I would love to do the same for you in this way. So let me know what you guys would like to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow all the socials that I will link them either here or in the description down below. I post on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that, so you guys can stay updated all the time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.